I had a really cool run of a Hitman escalation and I wanted to show it off. This is one of the escalations on Marrakesh. I forget exactly what it's called. You have a few kills on it. First one is to kill this headmaster guy with a battle axe. Then using his disguise, you got to kill this other guy, this officer. Then you have to get into a safe in the school and you're only allowed one change. And for this, I started undercover in the school. I just grabbed a normal pistol, then a lockpick, and an explosive present from the holiday hoarders. So the start in the school seems like a pretty obvious beginning because one, it's where the safe is, and two, where the battle axe is. There used to be a battle axe somewhere closer to the headmaster in an earlier version of the escalation, but they changed everything up in the fourth level. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take the explosive present and drop it right in this room. It's important that it's in this room. I'll go into that later, but it can be any explosive. I just use the explosive present because I think it's fun. And then we're going to head here. That safe right against the wall right there is the safe we need to get into. We brought a lockpick so we can get into it. The issue is just not being seen doing it. There's two guards in the room that are an issue. That guy on the computer to his left, and then the enforcer over there to the right. We're going to wait here for a second, then let the explosive off. What that's going to do is it's both going to panic all the guards in the building, and it's also going to freeze where they're looking for a second. This is very close. I'm very close to getting seen here, and it's kind of inconsistent. But the ideal here is that guard to the left, he's either going to be looking at his computer or towards the explosion, neither of which are at me. And that guy over there, he's going to be, again, looking dead forward, not to the right at me, or he's going to be looking off to the side, and I think where the explosion was. That's part one of the explosion. Part two is we can see that second guard, the second enforcer, if I can go back for a second, right there. He guards the door of the battle axe in. He will guard it, he will always guard it. And then raises Zaydan over to the left. He is always in his office. Both of them are enforcers, they both recognize me. I need to get in there. One way to do this is with a tranquilizer gun. I don't have that unlocked yet, so because I just started playing on Steam and have to do everything over again, but I just use the explosive because that takes the two of them, draws them away. I can get into the office perfectly fine. I can have the battle axe that I need. And this, I believe, is the only battle axe on the map, unless I'm wrong. It got put here in level 4 of the escalation in order to kind of make it more difficult. Then what we're going to do is we're going to run out. And I don't know who's watching this. I don't know if they know what Panic in Hitman is. It's if they see a few shots, if they hear an explosion, guards get panicked. And they forgo doing their normal routine of whatever they're doing, like their patterns, they're walking around, and they're going to kind of stand here alert with their guns, walk around, search, before going back to their routine. And this is an important thing to know, because one of our targets right up there is that set of two guards. And as is maybe evident, the two of them are not panicked. They're entirely just sitting there stoic, unbothered. And that's one of the reasons why we put the bomb far away in the school from these guys. If that was a room or two closer, they would be panicked, and that'd be alerting them from their patterns of they're standing here. And then this guy on the right walks to the left. The guy on the left walks down those stairs over there. It's important we don't disrupt that because we want to keep that happening, which is why the bomb is so far away. These two talking over here on the carpet are also very important. What happens here is these two will trigger their dialogue when you first get in range of them. Once this is done, the girl will walk to the right and the boy's going to walk into this house. And their father is on the roof. He's the headmaster we're trying to kill. That's also an important pattern because when we get to this roof, we're going to kill him with this battle axe, like this. Since he's not standing up and there's no back exposed, every single kill on him is going to be noisy with the battle axe. And if the son is inside the house, not outside, if he's inside, he will hear the noise, walk up and investigate. But since he is still having that conversation when we get up here, or he hasn't had it yet, then he will not hear the noise and this body's fine to leave here. And an issue with the son hearing is a couple of things. First thing, he will come up and investigate the body. You'll have to hide it. And two, he's going to go up the stairs to his house, making that an inaccessible exit. In my specific route, it's fine if he does do that, but it's just an interesting little tidbit to point out that he doesn't hear it when he's not in the house. Then we're going to head to the end of the roof and scale up here. Something I think worth mentioning is you can see this kind of goes around the corner up here, top right corner. before stage 4 of the escalation, that's where the battle axe was, which is why the sun's AI was important, because you'd knock out the headmaster, get the battle axe, and come back. By that time, the sun would be in the house, you'd hear the battle axe, it's a bit of an issue. But also down here, you can notice in the bottom right, that same guard from earlier, he finished his pattern, and that means when I get here, he's sitting looking at those 2 barrels, which is why it's so important we didn't panic him. We really want him to be here, because if we shoot this barrel twice, it'll burst up in flames and kill him in an accident. He was our last target we needed to kill using the headmaster disguise. And it's important we do this 2 times, because I think if we do it 3 times, the barrel explodes, which panics everyone around here, which is unpredictable behavior. And also 3 bullet shots in a row also causes panic, so nothing good happens if it's 3 shots, we're going to do it in 2. And as you can see on the left side of the screen here, there's a staircase. In the headmaster outfit, we can't change outfits again, so we're stuck in this one for the rest of the run. If we are in this area down here, we're going to be trespassing, so if anybody sees us, that's bad. But if we get down that staircase on the left, we're no longer trespassing. But there are 2 guards watching it. This guard right here, that's what has the question mark over his head, closer walking towards me. He looks down the staircase. And the second guard all the way on the left, he watches down the road. So if I can just walk past him, I'll be fine. What happens here is this guard hears the explosion, the fire go off, and he starts walking down. This is kind of tight. I think if I do it earlier, I'm fine. You can head down and kind of run past him. He almost sees me here because I do it a little bit too late, but it's fine. Then here, this guard, he's facing away, so I can just walk past him. He starts to get suspicious because I have my gun out. I notice that I put it away, not close at all. Then with that done, we can just walk out. I know this isn't like a crazy top 1, top 5, top 10 run or anything. We'll just top 1,000. It was top 1,000, and I'm very comfy with that. Because I also really like this route, and I have fun with it. I think this is a really cool escalation. I wish they were more like this, where they don't just change literally everything for the 5th level. That was my run. That was my little talk about it. You can see in a second when this is loaded. This run was 819th out of 22,000 at it, which I am proud of. Now I gotta get to mastery on this one and all the other maps. Bye-bye.